TubeBuddy is going to absolutely change the way you look at video SEO, and if you haven't heard about it yet, you need to watch this video. Hey guys, welcome back to Film School for Marketers. I'm Zach from Impact, and today we're going to talk about one of my favorite video SEO tools called TubeBuddy. Now, totally goofy name, but actually really super valuable on YouTube and when you're doing video marketing. It gives you some tools for video SEO, for productivity, for even bulk processing across all of your videos on your YouTube channel. And it's actually a free Chrome extension that you can install on Google Chrome. Now, there are some paid packages, but the features I'm going to talk about today are all in the free version. I could probably come up with about 50 different reasons why I think TubeBuddy is awesome, but I want to go over my top 4 reasons why you definitely need to download it and start using it today. If you'd like to download it, there is a link in the description below. It is an affiliate link, but we totally believe in this product. Even if you don't get the paid version, if you just do the free one, it's going to give you a lot of tools. So let's get straight into it. So the first feature I want to talk about is called the Tag Explorer. And for those of you marketers who are familiar with the Google Keyword Planner or HubSpot Keywords tool, this is going to look very familiar. Tags are used to label and categorize videos on YouTube, much like hashtags are used on Twitter. So you want to make sure you have totally optimized tags on your videos, but the Tag Explorer also helps you to write really great titles and descriptions, and also just do very basic keyword research when you're uploading your videos. When you punch a tag into the Tag Explorer, it's going to give you a keyword score very similar to what you get out of HubSpot or the Google Keyword Planner. And you'll see in the bottom right-hand corner, it's based on search volume and competition. In this case, it's the poorest score because it has a very high search volume and high competition. On the left-hand side, I can see related most used tags compared to the tag that I was searching for. And then it's going to show me the #1 video as well as the #1 channel that owns results for that particular keyword. Another cool feature is you can come over here to Auto Suggested and see what the automatically suggested terms are for YouTube and for Google. There's also some other tools in here that you can mess around with if you want to, but ultimately the Tag Explorer is probably my favorite tool in TubeBuddy. The next feature is called the Best Practice Audit, which actually doesn't take place on YouTube. You have to go to TubeBuddy.com and go to your launch pad, or in other words, your dashboard, to run a best practice audit. But it's going to make sure that you've fully optimized everything about your video. In order to run a best practice audit, you've got to be logged into TubeBuddy.com and logged into your YouTube channel. At that point, you can go to the Launchpad and select a video that you want to run an audit on. In this case, we're just going to grab a random video off of this channel and run a best practice audit on that one. Now, it's going to make sure that I don't have any sort of broken links in my description, that I've included keywords within my title, and that I've followed other best practices. In this case, it found that I don't have captions on this video and that I don't have any exact match keywords in my tags and in my title. The cool thing is from here, I can go ahead and make these changes and hit Save Changes. It will return that back to YouTube, so I never actually have to go back into YouTube to make these changes. So it's still good to have something to double check and make sure you've got everything right. I'll have a later video describing exactly what to do after you run the best practice audit and how to run an opportunities audit. But for right now, you can just get started running that best practice audit from the TubeBuddy Launchpad. I'm sure you'd agree with me, there is a ton of steps to go through when you're uploading a video, but fortunately, TubeBuddy has given us a ton of tools and helpful links and shortcuts that show up right on the YouTube upload page. So if you haven't installed TubeBuddy before, you're probably already noticing there's a lot of new tools here. We've got the upload checklist, I've got upload defaults, tag tools, as well as a slew of quick links and shortcuts here of different tools that I can use. For instance, the thumbnail generator that I talked about in the custom thumbnails video. I've also got card and end screen templates and quick links to get to all my different editing functions within the YouTube dashboard. This is a really great feature and list of tools to make your uploading process not only smoother, but faster. The fourth and final feature I want to talk about is Videolytics, which is simply a data visualization card that shows up on the YouTube watch page. And this is like a marketer's dream. It takes competitor stalking and keyword research to a whole other level. Now, YouTube did take away some functionality last year from TubeBuddy and the way that it was displaying some of that data, but there's still tons of useful features in here. All right, so as you can see on the right-hand side of my screen, I've got a whole new set of metrics and tools and buttons and all sorts of stuff, but I want to point out the off-page metrics that I can now see that I couldn't see through YouTube by default. For instance, I've got average view duration here, average percentage viewed, like ratio, historical performance over time. At the very bottom, I have all of the tags that this channel has included on their video. And then if I hit show rankings, I can see where this particular video shows up if I were to search for that term. From a high level, I can now see how many views this channel has, how many subscribers, how many videos. These are all things that help me kind of do my research and figure out why a video about a particular topic might be doing well and how I might be able to do better than my competition. And if you really want to compare, you can actually come up here to this compare tool and compare channel versus channel or specific video versus specific video. So for instance, if I had another video to compete with Marcus here that was about being comfortable on camera, I could punch in that specific video URL and it's going to show me how my video stacks up to his. So all of the features I've talked about today are included in the free version of TubeBuddy, which as I mentioned, there's a link in the description. You can go and download that. You're gonna find there's a lot of other useful tools once you start messing around with the plugin. If you want to, you can upgrade to paid packages, and there is tons of other useful tools that you can use. And in the future, I'll be uploading, I'm sure, some more tutorials about how to get the most out of TubeBuddy and even the paid premium features. So make sure you put your questions about TubeBuddy in the comment section below so that I know what you guys want to know about. And that's all I've got for today. So as always, guys, please like this video if you enjoyed it. We really appreciate those. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe and tell your friends to subscribe. And until we see you next time, keep learning.